Hi! Late night posting. Hope this gets in okay. I've been on a mission trip all week, so I've been super busy. Actually, I got in at like 4:30 this afternoon after a 2-day, 16-hour drive, but then I went home and I reacquainted with my kitty cat who's sleeping in my closet. Closet? Kitty cat on the floor. Pretty sure she blends in. But she likes it in there, so what am I gonna do? Well, then I went to church. And then we went to dinner, and then I forgot that it was Sunday and sat around on my butt thinking, gee, there's something I'm supposed to be doing today. Well, I have a bite on it. I bit my tongue and it's really sore, so it kind of hurts to talk. And this week's been a lot of fun for me just because, well, I mean, by now I've spent 10 days with the last 10 days with the same 8 other people, so I'm kind of sick of everyone and just want to like curl up in a little ball and think, no more people, no more people. But it's been a lot of fun because when you're with people for that long, especially when there was 7 of us confined in a 12-passenger van, I actually got my own row and that was kind of nice. But you get to know people really well and you just have a lot of fun times. For instance, there was this one girl in our van who would sit in the front seat and roll down the window, and every time we passed an 18-wheeler, she'd stick her head out the window yelling, honk, 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 pay attention to me! And it was the funniest thing. And almost everyone would honk for her, and she got about 20 in one day before she got tired, and I think she got 50 overall for just the time we were driving, which is about 3 days worth of attempting it. No, my computer kind of shut down. I guess when I don't move for long enough, my computer is like, but, no, it's just a lot of fun. I love road trips, and I'm really good at road tripping. So even though it took 2 days for us to get all the way to Tennessee, it wasn't that bad because I had the whole seat to myself, so I could lay down whenever I wanted, or listen to music, or listen to conversation, or do a lot of sleeping. And my hair was like turning blonde at the end, but like red at the top. But when I look in pictures, it's like the color of a fire truck. And text message. Yeah. And then we get to Tennessee, and actually we're on like the very corner of Tennessee. And if you exit from where our camp was, if you go left, you're in North Carolina, and right, you're in Georgia, which was fun. And one girl in our group liked to pee in every state, so she got to pee in a lot of states. So did I. No, I was roofing this week, and it was really hot up on the roof, but I'm pretty good with a hammer. No, that's kind of creepy. Actually, it took me a little while to get them in, but by the end, I could do it in one. Bam! No, there was the 9 in my group, plus 8 in another, plus our one guide. So we pretty much did like the entire roof. I was pretty proud of myself, even though I really just sit there like, I don't know what I'm doing. Smile with pictures. Other than that, it was just kind of hanging out. There was no AC in our cabins. Thank goodness it wasn't like, super hot all the time. But by like the 3rd day, everyone in my group was like, ugh, no AC. So we just drove around in the van, like not doing anything because the van had AC and the cabins didn't. So that was more togetherness time. I tell you what, I'd never want to see these people again. Of course, I'll miss them by the time I get back to seeing them. But I'm kind of like, well, do I have to see you people? Really? You learned some stuff about some people. Stuff you don't want to know. Oh, video's getting kind of long. But other than that, yeah. I just drove and drove and drove and worked and worked. Ate. I did a lot of eating. I always do a lot of eating. I'm hungry. But I got to pee in a lot of different states, and some days I was in like 5 states within, 24 hours, which is one day. But, I was all over the place. Traveling girl. That was a little weird. Um, and then this week I go to Missouri, and that'll be one state. I won't really leave Missouri unless I go to Kansas. But who wants to go to Kansas? No offense, Kansas. Yeah. Should be exciting. See old friends. Be in Missouri. And that's not so exciting. We're going to a club. That's what we're doing. Going to a club. Get my groove on. Oh, funny story before the video's over. We were at camp, and I was one of the I was going there as a student, and this 20-year-old sponsor was all up on me. I mean, I was just sitting minding my own business on the porch, and he sits like on top of me, and I'm like, But he doesn't get the hint, okay? He just sits there and continues on like nothing happened, and he talks to me and only me. So finally, someone else in my group was like, "Hey, you want to go to the party?" And I was like, "I am at the party already. I am the party, but I am there already." And so he follows us. Can't take a hint. And then I was like, 20 minutes later, I'm like, "Oh, hey, my shirt's on backwards and has been for the last several hours." So change that. So while I leave, he comes and he asks my friend. He's like, "Oh, where'd you go? Is she coming back? What's going on? What is she doing?" And so she's like, so my friend's like, "She died," and walks away. Good friends, right? And then I come back and I'm looking for my friend because I do not want to deal with this guy. It would be pretty funny if you saw this actually. And he's like, "Oh, she left." So I'm like, "Whoop, out of here." And that was my creepy 20-year-old story. I don't know about his life, and I just don't care that much. It's kind of funny because I just realized that I'm 3 me's, 1 video. But I guess this is getting kind of long, so I should probably cut it off. Cut it out. That was really lame. Okay, the end.